Hello, Noob Nation. Well, you guys have probably seen a lot of lists like this. We're going to be looking at 19 celebrities that have aged horribly over the past years. Time has not been kind to these celebrities. Now, not to pick on them or anything, time catches up with all of us. But watching the celebrities age, for some reason, just kind of hits home for us. We realize that if they can't beat it, we're not going to either. So, here's a wake-up call for all of you. 19 celebrities that did not age well. Number 1, Lindsay Lohan. Consistently appears on lists like these. This one's just surprising because she went through her stages so fast. She started off as a cute little girl making Disney movies, turned into the bombshell lead lady, and then before you know it, you blink your eyes and there she is looking like this. What happened? Drugs and alcohol, or so we're told. Number 2, another popular appearance on these types of lists, Madonna. Now, to Madonna's credit, she was popular in the 80s. That was a long time ago. 30 years aren't going to treat anyone well. But Madonna always seemed to be concerned about fitness, always on diets and exercising. And she wasn't known for doing a lot of drugs and alcohol, I believe. So maybe it was just overwork or stress or who knows what. Kind of an anomaly, though, to be so popular. She really couldn't sing or dance and definitely not act, but she became famous and rose to the top of the charts in spite of her lack of talent. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's this video of her twerking. Absolutely disgusting. I think she must have got some butt implants or something and she's trying to show them off. But God, woman, get yourself a reality check. Just makes you kind of want to throw up. There's a reason why it's real trendy to rip on Madonna nowadays. Our next star is Nick Nolte. I always kind of liked Nick Nolte. I liked his style. And he's another one that's been around for a long time. But he went from, the gruff leading man to, Gary Busey. Next we have Sharon Stone, once known as the most beautiful woman in the world. Well, now, not so much. Val Kilmer. People used to love Val Kilmer. He was really popular in the 90s. Some even say that he was the best Batman. I don't know where they get that. The only Batman I think he was better than was George Clooney. He sure doesn't look much like Bruce Wayne now. Here's another one from the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Kathleen Turner. A sex symbol back then. But at least she does have an excuse. She's got arthritis, and the drugs that she was given caused her to gain a lot of weight. And I saw a statement from her where someone asked her about it, and she says, "Yeah, I don't look the same as I did in the 80s. Get over it." You gotta love and respect that. And here's Janet Jackson, big 90s star. Was a child actress in the 80s and singer in the 90s, and I guess some of the late 80s. It doesn't seem that long ago that she was on the Super Bowl with Justin Timberlake ripping off her dress, having a wardrobe malfunction. By the looks of her now, let's not do that again. Jessica Simpson. Here's another one that just, at one point she's this young, hot girl. I remember when the Dukes of Hazzard came out. Never saw the movie, but I saw the ads, and she was looking good back then. Wow. Just wow. Here's Haley Joel Osment. The I See Dead People kid from The Sixth Sense. Now, that kid, even looking at him when he was young, I kind of pictured him looking like this when he was older. So, I'm not so surprised. That brings us to another child actor, Macaulay Culkin, the cute kid from Home Alone. He's another one I used to think that kid's not going to look good when he gets older. But I didn't see him as a homeless-looking heroin addict in the street. But I don't know that any of that's true. Can't help but think, though, if cut and combed his hair and put on a suit, might not look as bad. This one's sad. Lisa Robin Kelly. She was on that 70s show. She was like the pretty blonde on the show. She fought a hard battle of drugs and alcohol. And that's the end results. Unfortunately, she passed away before she could beat those. Heather Locklear. She was beautiful. Another one that was kind of from the 80s. But that picture of her makes you wonder, maybe it was just the makeup. 'Cause woof. Speaking of caking on makeup, take a look at Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, that picture on the right is her without makeup. She just looks like one of those gritty, hard old ladies. I used to do business with a lady that looked like that. We used to call her Sarge. Kind of funny how they make her all bright-eyed and kind of cutesy, for a show. When under all that lurks that thing. Here's another girl that used to be beautiful, Goldie Hawn. She's got to be one of the older celebrities on the list. I mean, Goldie Hawn, from the 70s and the 80s. She was a kid in the 70s. She was the Sakatumi girl. Did not age gracefully. But at least she didn't turn to the cosmetic surgery route. Like this one, Jocelyn Wildenstein. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. She's not an actress. She's more of a socialite from New York, I believe. A millionaire lady that went to all the right parties. I think she was married to a billionaire. I don't even really know anything about her. I include her in this list, though, because she's got that plastic surgery look. That a lot of them get. They get this plastic surgery and they think they're looking better, but they end up just looking like some kind of weird glob of a face. Like that fish, that deep sea fish that when you take it out of the water, it turns into a big blob and kind of looks like a face. Yeah, that's what you end up looking like if you do a lot of plastic surgery. Not real attractive. Axl Rose, lead singer of Guns N' Roses. That doesn't even look like the same guy. Despite being overweight, I don't know. He looks terrible from what he used to look like. But looks like one of those old rockers, He could maybe be singing for some kind of southern rock band, maybe, just by the looks of him. I know he's now got the gig with AC/DC. Saw some footage of them in concert with Axl. It just looked really uncomfortable. He didn't really fit in with AC/DC. I mean, he was very professional. He did everything right and, came in on time and, did everything that he was supposed to do. But there was definitely no rapport between him and the rest of the band, especially Angus Young. They looked very uncomfortable. Axl looked like he was going to a job that he hated. But good luck to both of them. They were great bands in the day. Melanie Griffith was the queen of the chick flicks in the day. Well, not anymore. Ozzy Osbourne. You remember when Ozzy used to look good? Neither can I. But apparently he did at one point. I'm guessing this is late 60s, early 70s when he looked somewhat normal. Who'd have thought that alcohol and drugs and biting the heads off bats would turn you into that, huh? Pamela Anderson, to finish off the list. The star of Baywatch. Every guy wanted her, every girl wanted to be her. Well, time has changed and has not been kind to her. So, who did I miss? I'm sure there was tons. Would you like to see another list like this? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys like and comment, subscribe. Makes a big difference on YouTube now. Thanks again. I'm Old Noob.
Oh yeah. Subscribe, share, and like.